숨이 딱 붙어갔지. 지금 기가 아프지만 지나가 보면 웃음 나오는 희극. 그래도 우린 지금을 참고 살아. 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming. 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아.
이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈, 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈, 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time. 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind. 이 도시에서 멍 때리는 것조차도 사치 버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해. 경추 쪽은 딱딱해지고 이 시계 붙은 각질 모두 비맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 진땀이네. 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 도모 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞이는 식처럼 망가져. 지쳐도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리의 여유. 억울해도 납득된 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수지 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해. 마치 아파친 너 페이스 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 핵인 인생의 레이스. 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈, 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈, 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time. 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind.
뭐 사실 조금 때 같아 내 같아 그 다니는 건 달라지고 빨라졌지만 결국 가는 데 같아. 질리게 겪어도 사랑 때문에 애 같아. 이러다 보면 나도 아직 애 같아.
살기보단 생존하기 바쁜 정수리는 넓어지고 평소가 작아지는 마음 속에 피어나줬으면 해 한 송이의 평화 진흙탕 속의 연화. 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈, 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈, 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time. 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind. And the game won't change, it's the same old thing. And the game won't change, it's the same old thing. Just the same old, just the same old, just the same old thing.
We break down results behind the scenes at all the All-Star events.
She don't miss.
Vote on your top plays of the week. Andrew Wiggins in his hometown.
Everyone always dreams of having their logo on their shoes and seeing my friends and little kids with it. You know, that's something you dream of.
Tune in now. This week on NBA 2K.
We break down the 2K Prime Road to the Finals results. Behind the scenes at all the All-Star events.
She don't miss.
Vote on your top plays of the week. And hang with Andrew Wiggins in his hometown.
Everyone always dreams of having their logo on their shoes and seeing my friends and little kids with it. Dream of.
Tune in now. This week on NBA 2K TV.
On the 2K Prime Road to the Finals results. Take behind the scenes at all
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Indianapolis as the Pacers go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the Timberwolves, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And of course, Freak playing here tonight. You've probably heard his story by now. Lost a friend of a long time in the off season. Very tough to deal with, obviously. How hard is it going to be for him to get his focus back, Shaq?
It's going to be tough, Ernie. He lost someone that he knew for a long time, and it's going to weigh on him. This will be one of his most trying seasons.
One of the most important monuments in the nation, the War Memorial. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here. And so here is Indiana, trailing by 5. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that when they just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
They set the pick. Barnett against Hill. Indiana again missing. Minnesota leading by 7. Freak with it. Pass to Arthur. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. Made that one on the move. Tough shot. Wiggins has got 10 points in the game. Pacers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. A shot by George, wide open. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. 6 points here for George.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Now here's Freak. Dishes to Towns. Feeds to Wiggins. 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 7. Almost, but it rolls out. Pacers trail by 6. And George kicks to Ellis. It's tipped. Wiggins against George. Again, Wiggins missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Hill kicks to Ellis. Pass to Turner. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Timberwolves leading by 5. Now, Freak. At the top of the key, Towns. Arthur passes to Barnett. The shot from 20 feet away. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Barnett's got his first points of the night. Well, a bit of a tragic note for Freak. He'll be playing this season after the loss of a longtime friend over the summer break.
Yeah, that's hard to hear, and it's certainly going to be difficult for him to work through that. Going to be on his mind all year. Never easy to go on about business as usual when you have that kind of heartache and loss.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. 5th, Karl Anthony Towns.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Mahinmi's checked in for the Pacers. Hill comes in for Scott. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And it's Ellis penetrating. Just 5 to shoot. 13 feet away. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly, nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Ellis against Barnett. Down low, it's stolen by Mahimi. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it, the fast break chance. And he gets it to go.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
To the right side. Here's Levine. He's guarded by Ellis. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got his first points of the game. Ellis kicks to Hill. Unloads from 9. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Pacers trail by 5. Kicks it to Ellis. And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And that's 6 straight points now, guys, coming on the inside.
Yeah, those are like body blows in boxing, starting to take it to him. Great effort.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for George, and it's Williams in for George Hill. And then for Minnesota, Nikola Pekovic comes in for Towns, and it's Muhammad in for Wiggins.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
For them to be successful, Kevin, he said they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees every time the ball gets in the post. If they don't collapse in their post threats, he knows they're in for a long game. Guys?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Levine. Here's Tang. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. For Indiana, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Williams a screen. Ellis goes in. Williams' shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
He dishes it to Stuckey. Shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Muhammad, and it's blocked. On the wing, Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
Pacers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Freak kicks to Muhammad. He goes up again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
1:14 left to play here in the first. Williams attacking. That's good.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation.
I want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look to attack quickly. We need high percentage shots. Move the ball around and make the defense rotate.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? Fourth in three-point field goal percentage. And they were in the top 10 in assists. A lot of good passers on this team and guys that are willing to make the extra pass as well.
And as you said, there weren't many teams that scored with the efficiency that they did last season. They did a great job of being selective and working for the best possible shot.
Levine kicks to Zhang. It's rebounded by Indiana. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Unloads from 13. And it's Barnett with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Levine. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. Indiana's gone. On 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Stuckey drives inside, and that one's good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
26 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Barnett. Taken away by Williams. Plays it in off the breakaway. Williams has got 6.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen.
Here, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to...
I think I had that all my life. I always.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Mike Scott. Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And Mo Williams subbed in for George Hill. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Barnett, he's in at the point. Pekovic is out there with Zhang. Then there's Muhammad. And it's Levine in at the 2.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Williams kicks to Hill. There's a screen by Williams. The drive by Ellis. Plays it up and banks it in. Ellis has got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Now here, the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding team. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
Get some ball movement.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, they never eased up on the boards throughout last season. I mean, they were tenacious. They persevered. They were aggressive. I mean, they went after the boards hard.
Pass to Levine. Shot clock at 6. Zhang inside. Hill's there. Zhang, no luck.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
The 3 from George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Levine kicks to Pekovic. Here's Barnett. And that one's good. Barnett's got 5. Here's Williams. 6 points for him. Ellis outside. On the wing, George. Goes up with it, and that one hits back iron.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Zhang with a screen on George. Here's Muhammad. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Indiana leading. It's George on the wing. Offensive rebound. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Ellis. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 17 points a game, 6 assists and 2 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue. He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Williams kicks to Hill. Back to Williams. Inside, here's Mahinmi. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Second free throw, no good.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Arnett against Williams. Now here's Freak, guarded close. And Muhammad kicks to Zhang. Here's Levine. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Boy, once he gets going like this, he becomes unstoppable.
Well, he's feeling it. He's in the zone, and you know that feeling, Greg, being a former player. Every time he touches the rock, he's looking to put it in the basket.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Wiggins is checking. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Pacers lead by 3. And
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
the third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Some great play by Paul George.
George Hill out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Hill in at the small forward spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And the foul called on Freak. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. Oh, free throw's good from Ellis.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Hill. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
Just an amazing impact he had in this game.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. As long as we're winning games, I don't care how much I have the ball in my hands. I really don't. The team comes first. You know that.
How's your relationship with the coaching staff? Are the rumors of friction accurate?
Friction? Look, there's no friction here. I don't know where you're getting your information.
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best.
This week on NBA.
Listen, spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. As long as we're winning games, I don't care how much I have the ball in my hands. I really don't. The team comes first. You know that.
How's your relationship with the coaching staff? Are the rumors of friction accurate?
Friction? Look, there's no friction here. I don't know where you're getting your information, but I've got a great relationship with the coaching staff here. A lot of respect for Coach, too. Anything else you think you're hearing is 100% false.
You went through a lot last year as you got acclimated to being in the NBA. And then you went through a tough time in the offseason with the death of your childhood friend, Victor. Can you explain your mindset to us as you try to move forward this season?
Look, last year went by in a flash, so I ain't even thinking about it no more. It's about what I can do now with this team right here. Vic's gone, and sometimes I still can't believe it. But he's in a better place. And that has nothing to do with my play this season. None. So from now on, let's not bring up my past, and let's keep these things to basketball only, all right? I'm ready to take the next step this season, and that's all you need to know. Thank you.
logo on his shoes and seeing my friends and little kids with it, that's something you dream of.
Tune in now. This week on NBA 2K.
Down the 2K Prime Road to the Finals results. Take you behind the scenes at all the All-Star events.
She don't miss.
Vote on your top plays of the week.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sport. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Raptors in Toronto. For Toronto, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. We'll be checking out Kyle Lowry tonight. He's the definition, I think, of a late bloomer. When you see how his game has really blossomed with experience, how does his performance rate for you, Kenny, among the
he's
best
up there
point
when he's
guards
healthy.
in the league?
The key is health. with him. I think he made his first All-Star team last year, first All-Star game. That was great. You know, at 28 years old, that usually doesn't happen when you're after 9 years in the league.
Over the course of his career, he's found ways to improve his game. He's not an efficient scorer, but he's got a lot of ways to create a shot. Heck of a player.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Well, it was the Toronto Raptors winning their last game against the Celtics in Boston. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And if you look at the numbers,
Raptors leading by 4. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
and also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And Joseph drops them both.
Well, Kevin, a look here at last year in the NBA where the Raptors ranked. 3rd in steals, 5th in points off turnovers, and they were top 10 in fewest team turnovers. This team has a number of players that take care of the ball and value every possession.
And going back to the steals, they play a harassing style of defense. You have to be impressed with the effort they brought at that end of the floor.
He used that pick to get in close.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
There's a good screen. Patterson dishes to Joseph. 6 to shoot. From deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win. They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
The feed now to Patterson. They double in with Freak, and Patterson kicks to Boozer. Now here's Joseph. Barnett covering. Here's Boozer, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Boozer's got his first 2 points.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Pekovic knocks down the 10-footer. Pekovic has got his second bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The shot by Carroll, no good.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And a wide open look for Freak. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Boy, a nice display of passing out there, guys. I mean, 7 of their last 10 points assisted on.
And a great way to break down the defense. Spread the floor and move the ball. That really puts a lot of pressure on your opponent.
And he gets it to go. Boozer's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he told me their game plan offensively today is a relatively simple one. He wants to see as many players plays run through the low post as possible. He said physically, we're the stronger team, and we need to use that to our benefit. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's Barnett. Here's Pekovic. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Pekovic has got 6.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
The shot is off.
Tell you what, he's a gutty player, guys. I mean, he's giving away a lot of inches, a few inches anyway, and he still finds a way to win those rebound battles.
Thien passes to Pekovic. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Joseph dishes to Boozer. Out left to the wing. And here is Joseph. No good trying to beat the... And power forward Patrick Patterson getting better every season. He said that his college... Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
Yep, Velcro Valutility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Patterson comes in for Luis Scola, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Terrence Ross. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Lowry out there with Corey Joseph, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Rubio against Lowry. Goes up on the wing. Rubio with the rebound. One-on-one fast break. Wiggins kicks to Freak. Poked away. Stolen by Joseph. He dishes it to DeRozan. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for DeRozan. He has 11 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Muhammad, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Rubio outside. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Muhammad, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Chang, a screen. Now the pass to Pekovic. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Chang, a screen. Rubio, the pass to Dang. Barnett against DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Pekovic dishes to Freak. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
He hits both from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Up top, Rubio. 11 points for him in that last game against Indiana.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Carroll kicks to Joseph. Patterson, a screen on Rubio to the inside. Patterson, that's good.
Nice bucket there. I mean, they are playing Really, really smart basketball.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the lead's not that large, they're still in charge right now.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Muhammad. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Screen by Valanciunas. Shot by Joseph, no good.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on it and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot on.
And it's Rubio penetrating. Nice D from Valanciunas.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Joseph, the pass to DeRozan. Here's Patterson. No good with the triple.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Rubio dishes to Jang. And Muhammad kicks to Pekovic. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Now here the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
There's not a whole lot to complain about with these numbers. I mean, they made a commitment to rebounding last year, and it was obvious. It showed on a consistent basis. They put great effort into rebounding the ball last season.
Both free throws good from Pekovic.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line, and that's a must-do when you're down.
Carroll with a screen for Joseph. Valanciunas with a screen on Rubio.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
For Toronto, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Valanciunas hits them both.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. He has 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Here's Muhammad. Pekovic inside. Valanciunas is there. The Timberwolves have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And the first one at the line is good. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Valanciunas. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Beans checked in for Ricky Rubio. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Joseph, the pass to DeRozan. And it's Joseph in the corner. Patterson a screen on Barnett. Carroll, no one around him. Nailed from three-point land.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
They set the pick. 1 second left. And the first half is now in the books. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far. Some changes here for the Raptors. Terrence Ross is checked in for Boozer. And it's Joseph in for DeMar DeRozan. On the court for Minnesota, the athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Jang is out there with Pekovic. And it's Barnett in at the 1 spot.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Moment here now for an injury report.
Unfortunately, guys, he said it doesn't look good. A discouraging development for this team so early in the season. We'll see what kind of impact it has on them in the long term, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers gave them a bit of a boost. He picked up 5 points and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, he made play after play in that game.
Let's see if he can keep it going tonight. I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction there. I mean, he's going to have to be very, very strong to even come close to dittoing that performance.
Timberwolves trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
How about that one, able to maintain control and finish the play?
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. He didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Lowry kicks to Carroll. Pass to Scola. The dish now to Joseph. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Tape up.
Clock at 4. Here's Ross. Rebounded by Pekovic. Pekovic has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
In the corner, it's Jang. Feeds it to Freak. Off his foot, and the ref saying he kicked it. Jang, a screen. Freak kicks to Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leaps for it. Got a piece of it. Ross with the steal.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Excellent D there from Barnett.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Here's Levine. 6 points for him. On the wing, Wiggins. Now recovering. 3 on the clock. Fades back. And it's Wiggins missing.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Ross with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Lowry against Barnett.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Muhammad's checked in. Kicks it to Joseph. Lowry against Barnett. Here's the screen. Scola sets a screen for Lowry. And again, no good by Toronto.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Pekovic with a screen on Lowry. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of them.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Joseph dishes to Scola to stop the drought. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Jang's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jang, a screen. 17 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Bekovic passes to Dang. Fires from 14. Bank shot, no good. Pass to Ross. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ross has got 6.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. Damari Carroll comes in for Luis Scola.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Toronto.
Good point, Steve. And Clark, they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
I like their fortitude, their toughness, particularly in terms of dealing with adversity. Anytime things didn't go their way, they just put their nose down and stayed with it. And because of that, they were able to pull away.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Lowry. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
DeRozan at the 2 with Ross playing the 3. Patrick Patterson is out there with Damari Carroll. And it's Lowry in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around, I'm taking over now. And Shaq, I can tell.
Once they got behind.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100.
scenes at all the All-Star events.
Hard.
This week on NBA 2K TV,
We break down the 2K Prime Road to the Finals results.